front and go with more of a reference striker, what he has done. And what I think will happen is Brahim Diaz will play centrally, and you'll see Talbi, the 21-year-old, on that right-hand side. That tells me he wants to stick with the unpredictability, the dynamism in which they have played to try to keep this French defense on their toes. They're going to try to flood the midfield. And you heard Thierry talking about that battle in the midfield. I love it. Seeing Bouhaddi, the 18-year-old, going up against Olise and Kone and all these types of players. This is going to be the biggest test that they have had. The French were warming up 5 yards to our left. They just carry such an aura, such a presence. It is like, as Zlatan said, the Harlem Globetrotters. Can the Moroccan young attacking team stand up today? That is going to be the biggest thing we're going to have to look for. I can't wait. This game's going to be amazing.
It's going to be a great atmosphere, plenty warm on the field. We're so looking forward to this one in a little bit, Rebecca.
Chaps, thank you so much. Time now for Power That Delivers, sponsored by the Home Depot. Morocco counting on another big performance then from Achraf Hakimi, the 27-year-old, widely considered the best right-back on the planet. Hakimi arrived at this World Cup fresh off winning a second consecutive Champions League title with PSG. And today, well, he comes up against a former PSG teammate and close friend of his, Kylian Mbappé. But Hakimi making it clear ahead of this match that Mbappé is, quote, not my friend on the pitch. And that is exactly where we want to start with Thierry. France is left, Morocco's right. That area is one to watch. Why today, Thierry?
Look, we all know that Hakimi is the best right back in the world. When he goes forwards, you have 65% to 70% of the attack of Morocco. But also, when he's there, he can't be at the back at the same time. So you know also that that's the channel where Mbappé likes to go and operate. That's the channel of Desiré Doué today. So as good as that right side is for Morocco, is also their weak point. Look at Hakimi here against Brazil. Look, he's not coming back. He's allowing his team to defend for him. And next thing you know, Vinicius Junior is now mano-mano with the holding midfielder, and Hakimi doesn't come back. At that moment, he could have maybe had an impact, but he's staying there because, let's say, is there going to be a counter or not? Next thing you know, it's a goal. Look at this one. You know, legs. Hey, boom. Normally, you got to sprint. You got to sprint. But he's always trying to see if he can go on the counter. By the time he realized that he's late, boom, goal. Once again, can France take advantage of this? Look at the channel. If that channel opens like that, I know it's a mistake, and you have Mbappé suddenly running at you like this. Uh-oh. I want to see if Hakimi is going to stay or go. I do believe that he's going to go. If not, you have a lot missing from Morocco. But look at this. Look at this again. Playing. That's Mbappé trying to stay, not doing anything. You're thinking, oh my God, okay, we have the French team. We're playing against them. There is nothing happening. Just imagine if the right back right now was Hakimi. Suddenly, look at what you have to deal with. Look at what you have to deal with. Are you staying? Are you going? Yes, I know Kylian didn't score. But that's an area that France can exploit. And the same way on the other side, you have to defend against Hakimi when it goes that way. But can you also defend the other way?
That's interesting. Do you think Hakimi's going to stay or go?
That was my question to Thierry. I'm curious about that one. And you have also Hakimi versus Desiré. They play in the same team. They know each other very well. So it's not only Mbappé. So I was curious to see Thierry's thought. You think he's going to push, stay?
He's going to have to go. You take too much of that team if he doesn't go. That's what I believe. But someone's going to have to. Bouhaddi is going to come early, or I don't know what's going to happen. But if he doesn't go forward, I think it's an issue for Morocco. That's what I want to see.
I think they're going to trust in their plan, what they want to do, and their qualities. And they're going to play with their identity. That's what I believe.
And it's a risk-reward type of situation for this particular team. Like, you know, we often talk about how messy is the way that Argentina plays. Hakimi is the way that this team plays, and rightfully so. You say the best right back in the world, and it's kind of in name only. But they recognized really early on that they can build their team around this right back, with the understanding that he's going to get pulled out, with the understanding that they might be vulnerable, and they have to adjust with who they're playing. Right now they're playing arguably the best team in the world, with incredible firepower that we have just illustrated. So maybe he's going to have to pick and choose his moments, but there will be moments when he will go forward. To Thierry's point, if you can capitalize on the other side, great. Unless, when he goes forward, it's the difference, and oftentimes he is.
Now, I have another point. You saw it also with Portugal. As soon as Nuno Mendes left the field against Spain, they died a bit with it. That's the other best fullback in the world on the other side.
Right, yeah, good point. Okay, such good things to look for us for this one today. This World Cup, by the way, is attracting record TV audiences, I'm sure you know. So understandably, like these guys, the players want to look their best in front of the cameras. And one barber has been ready to answer their call.